Okay, years ago, Ava and I made a lot of images of Joni and Harold, and one of them was Smeagol. I'm trying to remember his other name. Do you remember, Val? His name was Smeagol, but he was called something else too. But anyhow,
from the movie?
Yeah, in the movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. He's the character there that originally took on the ring and transformed because the power made him all perverted. He was originally like one of the hobbits, cool, whatever, but he got absorbed with the ring, the power, just like Harry did. He got absorbed with the power. He didn't recognize it. And so, he's watching us, of course, and because he's so absorbed, just like Smeagol in the movie, the character there, he wants to protect, what he's, accomplished, etc. with Joni. And so he's watching us and whatever, which is fine. Maybe he'll learn, maybe he'll change, whatever. But if they're using the movie as an example, well, he didn't do too good. He wanted his precious, is what the ring was called from his view. And he went down into Mount Doom. And I saw this years ago, which is kind of unfortunate, but I talked to Harold on the real side and said, you're just going to be, and he was standing in blackness. I knew he was there, but you couldn't see him physically, but I was talking to him and I said, this is where you are, Harold. But he seems to be fine with it so far. We'll see. I haven't really looked at what's going on with Harry. I guess he's still around. I don't know what's going on with Joni. They were in the hospitals and etc. because they're physical bodies, what have you, but whatever. But it's interesting that whoever had this experience, and it's showing exactly what takes place when people go after the power idea. And, Paul brought out the rod of power, and that was the idea at the time, was just an extremity, you might say, for this reality. But it's not power. It's not that. Not at all. And this is kind of where we start with things, but we don't want to end up there because it's not good, because it's all in cause and effect creation is what it is, to recognize. And that's what it takes within the consciousness and the awareness of the individual to recognize there is more than just the activity of cause and effect creation and how it actually applies. Very, very important. It's very important that we keep doing this because huge challenge. And again, you want the challenge. You want to get to the point where you want the challenge, not to where you're, you want to try to avoid it. No, that's not the idea. If you want to go all the way with what all life is, you want to step up and you want the challenge. You're not looking for places to rest or be peaceful or whatever. It's not about that. That will occur when the individual when you have the awareness to recognize that. But in the meantime, you want the challenge because that helps you become more aware, so you can have a position to where you're like the shining sun. So in the meantime, no, you don't want to be hiding out. And this is what many people do. They get the knowledge, and then they go hide out, thinking that, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be tap line. I don't want to be this or that. Well, unless you go through it, you're not going to get there. You're not going to recognize it because that helps you recognize it. Very, very real. And this is where we've gone through the passiveness of these ideas to bring us to this point. But they don't work. Those were the baby stages when our parents changed our diapers. It doesn't work anymore. So now we're big and we decide. We are the deciders, so we do whatever, or you stay here as long as you want.